What's up, everyone? Scott Barnes here with Renaissance Pure. Oh, that's right. Wrong show. Because we're going to be covering Mike Israetel's jiu-jitsu. Yeah. He'd be very proud of me for that intro, I hope. I digress. I worked probably too hard on that one. Way over the top. So we've got Mike Israetel. If you guys don't know who he is, because I am this small, minuscule amoeba that I am of a channel compared to his, that he covers strength and conditioning, and the best part too is that he's a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, I can say all the stuff and opinions that I have about him, but just overall, the guy's a legit dude. I love his demeanor. I love his comic relief, especially when he does his his IRL gym bro meetup that he goes to, those conventions. So I thought, let's kind of put his money where his mouth is, right? He gives us all the advice when it comes to strength training and conditioning. But a video that I was searching for, because I wanted to check out like some celebrity jiu-jitsu guys, and those videos have been working. But with Mike, I want to see kind of where he's at in his jiu-jitsu game, because as a black belt, can I say, I'm studying the art a little bit longer, researching and developing all the intuitive positions and submissions that there are. I want to see if he's on par. So that being said, I've got a few videos, maybe a couple actually, that I want to just look into and kind of break it down and give my opinion. So let's hop into it. Let's check it out. God, he's got some ham hocks on those legs. Dude's got his own zip code.
Thank you.
I would love to roll with him, dude. I would love to roll with Mike. He just seems like a fun dude. All right, little half guard situation going on. Dude, Mike is a ball of mass. Just pure mass. Nice half guard sweep. Coming up on top. Coming on the back. Good job. Good work. Good feet control.
That leg was coming.
I was close, huh?
Very, very.
That's some big boy strength right there. Hey, a lot of oxygen's got to fuel them muscles, baby. That fatigue sets in quick. Now, remember too, guys, I want to preface, this is not like a legit competition. We're just having some fun here, so we're just kind of breaking some stuff down. Mike likes to play guard. I'm surprised by that. But here we go. Now we're on top in guard. What do you think? What's Mike weigh? 280? 300? I need to look at his stats. Great side control. Good pressure. Oh, nice deep shoulder pressure right there. That's almost a Van Fluke choke right there. Oh, if he gets that grip, it's going to be pretty tight. He's going to put that shoulder right into him.
Why is he so strong?
Oh, respect.
Unreal.
I wouldn't. See, on the Von Fluke, I'm kind of pressing my shoulder into the neck, getting his carotid artery, but I'm looking at his shoulder right now. This looks more of a crank. I'm trying to think where his left hand is. His left hand is not even on the leg. Is he doing a baseball? Am I? No.
Why is he so strong?
Oh, respect.
Unreal.
Okay, round two. I want to, I think that's another thing I want to do with my videos. So I'm thinking like in between, it's going to be like round two, fight. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Great underhook on the scramble. We got a little lighter guy, so it'll be kind of interesting to see the big heavy dude go against the light guy. Don't grab that underhook, Mike. Don't grab it. Good job
It's not
dressing your
looking good
wrist.
for you, man. This guy's all over me.
Yeah, I couldn't do that with you.
Mike should be getting on his tippy toes if he can. Get the weight up on top. See if he can kind of dump him out on the back end.
Okay, so just keep breathing, Mike.
Yeah, it's hard.
Just keep breathing.
All right, not the best move, but okay, here we are. Big boy, big ball of dough. Dude, the back of his head looks like all the towels in my towel rack.
Mike has the upper hand. Not really. We call this the beetle defense.
He likes sticking in the half guard position, which is a good. Oh, right in the mouth. Homeboy's gassing right there. Oh, almost on that pass.
No good.
He's tired, man. That's a tough pass when you're flat on your back like that. Don't even think you're gonna be going for a triangle home fry. Not on the bottom. I don't like how he's laying flat like that.
That man just fixed his hair.
Mike?
You got to fix your hair.
Oh my God. You gotta slow down, man. Good.
Yes, he is.
He's not a teal belt. He's a black belt. That's not. You can use him.
He's getting them ready. So let's bring a couple things down, guys. Let's bring it in just a quick second. So now remember, Mike is a black belt, and I believe. Let me see if I can pull this up right here. If I can get a name under it. I don't think I see a name. Let me see here. Josh Vogel. Josh Vogel from the Jiu-Jitsu Company is his black belt. And what I'd like to break down just a little bit is not only like his rank and his professor, but I wanted to show you guys just a few things that we can tighten up and a few things that we can. Let's do this right here. Let's pull this. Let's bring this over. So when Mike gets into this position, first off on the bat, again, this is like an exhibition training here. So from this position, yeah, we could get a Von Fluke choke, right? And that's pushing the shoulder right into the neck right here in that carotid artery like I was talking about earlier. And the goal is, what I like to do is take my, if I'm Dr. Mike's hand right here, I want to take this hand and put it under the shoulder right here. And that's going to minimize the distance between the inner part of my elbow and his neck, and it's going to create all types of pressure, and then including the actual pressure of my weight going into him, then on top of that the flex of the muscle, because remember, jiu-jitsu is all about inches, centimeters. And so if you're able just to flex a little bit, right, like if my bicep, which to Mike's point, right, like he practices and preaches, which I do consistently and everybody should, is to weight train, right? Strength and condition. And so especially with the strength with your bicep, if you flex, right, your muscles should go up, I don't know, maybe hopefully about an inch. But again, those centimeters and inches, if we're just slowly vicing up that grip, we can get ourselves a nice Von Fluke choke. But again, I think Mike's going here just turns into a little bit of a neck crank, and that's what it is. So on that one, I'm going to give him a D-. No real submission there. But now we go with this guy. Okay, now remember, smaller guy. Okay, smaller dude, and so obviously the bigger guy is going to have his advantage. Now we can all say, which I've done a video about too, that does strength outweigh, or does technique outweigh strength? No, it doesn't. Can it? Yeah, it can. But does it? No, it doesn't. No. So what I want to prove here to my point. So like technique, right? So this guy on the bottom is in a great position to do butterfly. Now, Mike, being as strong and heavy as he is, remember this guy on the bottom is a black belt. He's a brown belt. You can all use your technique all you want. His weight is going to stuff it. You could be the best in the world, and he could be the worst in the world. If he knows how to use his weight distribution, he's going to stuff it. All right. So what I want to see from Mike though is he's so far out on his legs, right? And this is what happens: is we get really easy sweeps. Especially from butterfly. Now this is where things kind of get. So this is kind of a white belt move, in my opinion. Where what we want to do is when we're on a back take like this, we want to get our leg right here as close to this hand as possible. Why? It's a bait. I want to bait Dr. Mike's hand to grab this. Why? So I can figure 4 it back here, and then I can underhook the wrist here. I can roll over, and then I'm in a crucifix position. That's a great Gordon Ryan transition there that I love. But again, I'm surprised. Look at he goes under and tries to grab it. Okay, so it looks like he does. He does grab it. See, I didn't see that. Looks like he failed. But again, that's a white belt move. Reaction. That was a white belt reaction. I'm surprised by that. Addressing the wrist. That's pretty good.
This guy's all over me.
Yeah, I could do that with you.
Now again, Dr. Mike is really big. Okay, and I think he's being a little lazy, which again, we're having fun. I'm just critiquing the nuance of him having fun right now because this isn't really serious. If it was serious, again, we would have different reactions. But so as he's trying to go in, I'd actually like to see, and here's a great example. See how Mike's leaning forward a bit down to his left or your right? Well, if he could just get on his tippy toes, use his hand as a post, and kind of just push in and put his head to the mat, he would be able to shake our opponent off here.
Just keep breathing.
But instead he rolls to the side. There's no way, again, he's going to get that armbar. Now here's where I think Mike really screws up, okay? Again, white belt mistakes. On our knees, okay? And a lot of fat guys, I think Dr. Mike would appreciate that. No, a lot of bigger guys are going to have a tendency of staying on their knees. Why? Because there is a lot of weight on top of those legs and ham hocks to hold up. And it's really hard to have and hold that stability for long periods of time because that's going to really wear out your muscles. So I'd actually like to see him do a combat stance where one foot is on the mat and the other knee is in between the legs and the other foot is out to the side. So we were not carrying too much weight. But what we're going to see here is, let's see if he does it again. Hold on. Butterfly. Let's see if he slips down again, because he has a really bad posturing position right here where he's just leaning over. And as being on top, we always want to be upright and erect. We don't want to be slunched over like that. Why? Hands, arms, legs, head, a lot of space. Look at all this space right here. There's a lot of space, and within that space, we can move our legs and our arms and our hands and catch submissions. So that's why we always say no space in jiu-jitsu.
So as you can see, Mike has the upper hand.
No, Mike has bath towels hanging out, or it could look like a couple of things. Okay. Arm drag, pulls him in.
We call this the beetle defense.
Okay, now this is a tip for you guys out there, okay? This happens all the time. I want to break this down, so we got a little bit of a learning scenario here, okay? So Mike's position right here, what happened? All right, we've got top guy in our half guard, bottom guy, Mike, in the bottom half. Leg is in the his legs in his half guard here. Now, when he switches to mount, right? When he switches to mount and that knee comes over and this leg is trying to swim by, this is a great opportunity to get this arm right here in between the legs. And we're really going to shove it in between all the way through. So this hand right here needs to go all the way through the hip. Now, this is where it sucks with a lot of body compositions where people are longer, taller, skinnier, shorter, fatter, whatever. Now, for my statue and my physique, this would be easy for me as I stick my hand up. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foot right here under his leg right here. And I'm just going to lift him up and I'm going to send him over. And then I'm going to be in side control. And again, this happens all the time in the mountain position where we can shove that hand through. Let's see what happens with Mike here. See, okay, even better. Okay, look how this leg is exposed. Look how all the weight is back, okay, towards the camera. And all Mike has to do, literally, is literally just shove up, which I don't think he'd have any problem to. That's where the strength comes in, okay, is just shove up. And then take his tree trunk right here, lift it over his knee, which is totally possible. Just lift it over his knee. And we're just going to put the foot right here. And we're just literally going to lift up the foot, lift up our leg, and we're just going to turn right into a pencil because he's already pretty straight. You know, if you look at him, he's already straight. Mike's already straight. He's just going to have to roll him over. And again, all he has is this post. All right, that's all he's got. And if I really needed to, I could scoot down just a little bit if I needed to, but I digress, okay? Now, see, he goes the other way. This is what happens. All right, and one last thing we'll stop with is, Mike's body position on how far he's leaning over. If you're going to be in this position, right, might as well get on your legs or at least on your feet, all right, if you're going to be in this, because, like, so many problems, and the worst part, too, is he's used to this because he can get away with it, and that's where we're going to finish the video, all right? He's used to this because he can get away with it. I'm going to say it one last time. He's used to it because he can get away with it. Why? Because he is a big piece of man meat. All right, which I love to death. It's absolutely delicious. No, he is lacking in his abilities. I'm sorry. He is what's the right word? He is sandbagging himself. Right? He knows what he can do. He just knows what he can get away with. I'm going to use minimal effort to get by, which is okay. I am lazy jiu-jitsu 101. But this right here is just, I can get away with it. I'm just going to wait and survive the round. And again, there's just certain times and certain situations where we want to wait out the round. But when you got a smaller guy, and that's the tough part, we got a smaller guy here with a bigger dude, and we don't really want to run out the clock on some smaller dude. Let's keep it going. But again, that's the downfalls of lifting and being a big dude, right? You got a lot of oxygen that you got to suck into those muscles, and cardio is going to be an issue. Does that negate his jiu-jitsu? No, it just limits his span of time that he's going to be able to be on the mats, right? Like, I get 23 miles to the gallon. Home Slice here gets about 4 miles to the gallon. If that's a, better layman's terms for you. So again, Dr. Mike, great job giving us some advice. I've used some of that myself, have seen really big gains. But on the jiu-jitsu side, I'd like to see a little more effort, just like you tell us. Slow things down, be a little bit more meticulous on your passes and your sweeps, and let's get some better chokes in there, buddy. And let's put that gi on a little bit more often. All right, love you guys. Hope you had a good one. See you on the flip side. See ya.